That was good.
See?
Rancy's like jealous.
Can we get another ball, please?
I almost spoiled myself. I almost freaking spoiled myself. I was like trying to hit the skip for the preview, and I like hovered over the bottom line and I went like, no, don't show me anything. I don't want to know anything. Hi dolls, welcome back. And if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie. Dobbie is that lump right there. And today we're going to react to season 3, episode 4 of Yellowjackets, 12 angry girls and 1 drunk Travis. Obviously a play on 12 Angry Men. I am very excited to see this episode because at the end of the last episode, we have taken Coach Ben prisoner. Should we say prisoner? Are they just taking him for a little walk in the woods? Probably not. I am terrified for Coach Ben. I see so many haters, like despising this man. And then finally there was this one girl that I found on TikTok who was like, Coach Ben is the only one who hasn't eaten people and has been fine. And did anybody think, hey, maybe the forest is rewarding him for not doing so because he ended up finding all of the protein bars? All the bear spray, the whole pit. I was like, I've never thought of it like that. Very, very interesting. So, yeah, we're going to have a trial. I want to see what the hell happens in this. There's a lot of other things going on. I am still thoroughly creeped out by the Ozzy's ice cream message. We did the phone call. We listened to the message, but there are people that deciphered everything, like every little bit of Morse code. And it just gets creepier and creepier and creepier. So I'm very interested to see what happens with that. There's so many things going on. Let's jump in, but before we do, don't forget to throw a like or dislike if you do not like what you see, but comments up below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, we do fun things here. Ring a ling, that will be notified when I upload new videos. And don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. It has all my unedited reactions of everything that we do on YouTube. In addition to more, don't forget to follow us on all social media at @star_chef_productions. I am now on Blueksy. Link is in the description below for the Redbubble and TeePublic pages, where you can find awesome merch that my brother Ray has created for the different reactions that Jay and I do. And as always, these will be fully unedited over on Patreon, so go check it out. I am also going to be finishing Sweet Pea this month. I'm going to be starting School Spirits in a few days, and we have started Bates Motel. It is like spooky season for me over on Patreon, and I love it, so go check it out. But without further ado, this is season 3, episode 4 of Yellowjackets, 12 Angry Girls and 1 Drunk Travis. Sunshiny weather. Disclaimer before we start, YouTube is nailing me for music. Even like that ding 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 background music, they butchered my last 2 videos because of the music. So I will try to do as best of an edit as I can. $5 over on Patreon, just saying. Banking with us.
We'll see. What did you mean by that?
I don't even remember saying that.
What the you mean you don't remember?
I should go. No, hold on, buddy.
Are you ready to keep going?
What do I
Tell me more about the cave.
Oh, damn.
I didn't burn down your cabin.
Shockingly enough, I agree that Missy might be his best chance to win. Do I think he's gonna win? No.
Picking up good karma.
Because you put Lottie out on the streets?
No.
I understand, I went over this in the last episode, I understand that Shauna is having a lot of difficulty conveying her feelings and emotions to Callie, but if she does not start acting on this soon, she is going to lose her daughter forever.
Gotta do some good.
Can't hurt.
I need to do some good.
If nothing happens, no one sees it, then okay, it's a stupid idea. If it chooses someone, maybe it'll be worth it.
Oh no, put it down, put it down.
I really chose someone.
Sometimes things happen that are really just a coincidence. And sometimes it feels like maybe there's more to it than just it being a coincidence. I will say, it's a little weird that some guy would pick up a random queen card on the freaking sidewalk.
The people would like to call Mari Ibarra to the stand.
Oh,
He
Mari!
made me bats, and he kept talking to God knows who, but it wasn't me.
is that
She
why he
just
held
wants
you
to say what they want to hear.
He didn't want me coming back to tell you all where he was, and then I did.
You know what happens when you assume?
Making it out of you and me.
Out of you and me.
It's true.
Could Coach Scott have killed you? Shauna would. Objection. That's unnecessary.
I know Shauna would. Shauna's like, I'm not even gonna argue it. I would have. Damn, Misty should have been a lawyer.
I believe you're a hero for alerting us to the fire.
I believe that Thais is fighting really hard, isn't she? Isn't she? Everyone knows. There's a theory that other Ty burned down the cabin. I honestly think it was.
Thus
I think it was
saving
other
our
Ty.
Objection.
All I did was press play on a VHS tape.
Yeah, it was a little but he was also having a
why
psychotic
do you
break,
think
so.
Ben-
G, 46 and final time. Who keeps leaving the Ben Gay next to the toothpaste?
Svetlana, has Walter been here?
It's taken me almost 4 weeks.
Open up my eyes, I saw the sign.
Are you
Is she enjoying
this?
Misty!
This is not healthy.
No, it is not healthy.
I have a lot
Oh,
to
that's
apologize
cruel.
for.
That is cruel.
I know I hurt you. I understand that I hurt you. I have a lot to apologize for.
Would you say that before the fire?
I don't think she did because I don't think she would have let Shauna beat the crap out of her. If she was going to get so angry, she burned the cabin down. But I see what Misty's saying, and she's right. Everybody does have motive. It's just everybody collectively wants to blame Ben.
It could have been Crystal.
Yes.
And Lottie has pull. She got Akila. She put doubt in Jen.
Natalie knew where he was hiding.
She wants to expose Natalie. Her eyes look black. She's gonna make Natalie look like a fool.
The people would like to call Natalie Scatorcio
Objection.
to the stand. Oh, do you mind? How did you know he was leaving?
Because he walked away.
Because he saw what we did? You've been lying to us.
The prosecution rests.
A lot of balls and screws about everybody in the room. Bingo. And deck of cards.
Aw, I actually feel bad for Andy.
I don't think anyone's coming, Shauna. Remember what Jeff said about karma? Someone's trying to hurt you, Shauna.
Ooh.
For what you did. Not just in the wilderness, but what you did when you got back.
She's shaking. Oh my god, Ty is so going back and killing that man. There's no doubt in my mind.
2/3 majority vote wins. Ty, Misty, and I shouldn't vote because we were a part of the hearing. One more time. Those who find Coach guilty. One more time.
Oh my god.
The rest of you? You are cheating.
Shauna, you
Just
can't!
give them a minute.
She's intimidating everybody. Oh. Oh, I just heard about Lottie. What about Lottie? What the f? Oh my god. Did Ty do that? The next episode's called Did Ty Do That?
If Ben wanted to play with fire, we give him fire.
I need to leave this house.
These people are crazy, man. This is crazy. All right, there you have it. Episode 4, 12 Angry Girls and 1 Drunk Travis. Crazy freaking episode. And I am honestly in shock that it ended like this. I thought that maybe we were going to end with a death. Maybe it was going to be Ben's. It wasn't. It was Lottie. Lottie. Now, we saw Lottie earlier in the episode, and she was at a bank. The guy was like, thank you for banking with us. So she either took out a lot of money or deposited a lot of money. I would think maybe taking out a lot of money would make more sense. What was she doing here? Where is this? And what happened? Clearly, it looks like she was doing some kind of like a seance-y ritual. There's all these candles up and down the stairs. This show is so hard to theorize with. I think I mentioned this in my earlier reactions. I got to marathon the entire first season and then marathon the entire second season. It was a Patreon request, and marathon the whole first thing, and then we took a few months break, and then someone else requested the second season, so I binge watched that. Binging this show is a lot. It is a lot, but it allows you to formulate opinions and theories so much easier than it is when you watch it week by week, because you could go off on a whole tangent in theory about something and be completely like so far away from the truth. So it's just like, it's so hard. It was this Walter. Walter immediately texts Misty and says, I just heard about Lottie. Are you okay? Obviously, that's a sweet text. He's checking in on her. But did he do it to be able to text Misty, to get sympathy from Misty because of the way Misty's been treating him and ignoring him? Did this happen because we're doing things in threes and they didn't kill that guy that the queen picked, so the wilderness punished them and took Lottie? Was this because Lottie sacrificed herself? Thank you for banking with us. We don't know what, maybe she transferred money to one of their accounts or something. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe she sacrificed herself because she was done with everything. I don't know. There are so many different theories that you could take. This is going to be crazy, figuring out what happened, where she was, and why she was there. I love adult Shauna. Adult Shauna is just so interesting and funny and fun to watch. Young Shauna is annoying the living shit out of me. And yes, I may be a little biased because I do like Coach Ben and I am advocating for him and I feel sympathetic towards him. But Shauna, this is the thing. In the first episode, she's like, all these girls are crazy bitches and they are doing all this stuff and acting psycho and I like sympathize with her because I was like, yeah, Shauna was just through such traumatic experiences, and granted they all were, but Shauna was pregnant, then she gave birth, then she lost Jackie. There were like all of these things, right? I sympathize with Shauna. Shauna is now at the point where she's not even, I think this is what it is. Shauna isn't saying Coach Ben is definitely guilty. He definitely tried to kill us. This is why I think this. Blah, 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 blah. She's going, guys, Coach Ben did it. Are you serious? You don't think he killed us? What's wrong with all you? Like, she's like talking down to them and yelling at them and making them feel like stupid. And she's whining and complaining. And I think that's what's really annoying. I hate people like that. If you want to state your opinion and state how you feel and have a discussion, I'm all for it. But the second you start whining and yelling and making me feel like I'm stupid or you're smarter than me and I'm missing something, like, oh my God, like, how could you believe that? You're so dumb. That is what she's doing, and it's pissing me the off. And it's kind of like at the end of the second episode when Melissa kissed her, I was happy because I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. I'm so happy that Shauna has something positive and happy and something to like carry her through all of this stupid chaos. Like, everyone's kind of like sidelining her or whatever. Not sidelining her. I guess like Natalie's trying to incorporate her and stuff, but she is removing herself from the situation, and people are kind of looking at her weird because of that. But like, let Shauna do her thing. And now Melissa's like, I got your back. Like, I understand what you're doing. I understand why you're doing it. Like, I got your back. I was like, that's awesome. Good for Shauna. Good for Melissa. This is cute. Now I'm like, both of you. Like, Shauna's going absolutely insane. Melissa's over here like feeding into it, like, look what you have power. It's getting a little creepy and weird now with the whole Shauna power thing. And yeah, I'm not liking it. But again, that's because young Shauna is annoying the out of me. I don't like how she's attacking Natalie, and you have to put yourself in the other person's shoes, because if you were not Natalie and you found out that Natalie did know where Coach Ben was and was talking everybody into not looking for him, that is a sense of betrayal. That feels a little betray. It's like, dude, you're supposed to be our queen, our antler queen that tells us right and wrong and directs us of where to go, and you're keeping things from us and lying to us. At the same time, you could also interpret that as she's the queen. She's the antler queen. She's the queen. If she wants to do that, she's got her reasons for doing it. Let her do it. The wilderness picked her. Let it happen. So it's Shauna's pissing me off. Shauna's pissing everybody off, but apparently not Melissa. It's interesting to see who all has pull with each other, because you have this vote and vote and vote. They voted like a dozen times. It was not even. A majority landed with Ben, which I was surprised about. His speech, by the way, was so cute. How he was like, no, I didn't want to be a teacher. No, I didn't really love any of you. But as I taught you and as I was in your lives, I grew to love you and I grew to understand you, because you were the underdogs like I was, and I wanted to protect you like nobody protected me. That was so f***ing sweet. I almost started crying. He knew about Thaisa and Van. They didn't even know he knew. He kept that a secret. He tried to protect Missy even though she was completely and utterly obnoxious. But he allowed her to be on the team like anyway, he just that really got me, and I think that's what won him over with a lot of people. But the problem is, again, that everybody has pull with each other. So you have Thaisa and Van, who are not going to budge and who are going to vote against him. You have Thaisa wasn't allowed to vote. Van was, though. So you have Van and Shauna, who are against him, who are not going to budge. Then you have Melissa, who's up Shauna's ass, so she's going to vote against him. You have Melissa, who is friends with Jen, who's literally like arming her, being like, come on, vote with us. You could see Jen didn't want to. She was like... and like couldn't even look at Ben. So Melissa persuaded Jen. It's like Shauna persuaded Melissa persuaded Jen, and then the nail in the coffin was Lottie feels f***ing wind blow. It's like so stupid. Again, like some things could be interpreted as signs, some could be interpreted as a coincidence. The literal f***ing wind blows, and Lottie's like, guess the wilderness wants him to die. So then Lottie persuades Travis, who persuades Akilah, who persuades Mari. And it's like, oh my God, you can't think for yourselves. You cannot think for yourselves. You are all petrified little followers. You literally have no thoughts of your own. You just follow each other. You just follow each other, and it's so pathetic, and it's so sad. I wanted something to blow up, man. I wanted Natalie to be like, you guys all let Javi die so that we could eat him, and you expect me to believe all the you're trying to say with Ben. And I want to know when Travis is gonna find that out. Is Travis going to find that out? Is that one of the reasons that Natalie and an older Travis didn't talk? Because Travis does find out that they allowed the Javi to die, and Natalie was there and kept it from him. Like, I thought something like that was gonna come out. I thought that Mari was gonna be like, guys, he gave me protein bars. Like, I thought she's like, he made me eat bats, and Misty's like, why didn't he just let you die? Like, they literally proved the case in 5 minutes before it even started, when they were like, he could have let you die in that hole. Shauna sure as hell would have, and Shauna's like, yeah, I would have. She's like, yeah, I probably would have. And they're like, but he didn't. He didn't let you die. He pulled you out and helped you. Like, why would you want to kill somebody like that? Oh my God, it was so fucking frustrating. That whole thing was so frustrating. But I have to say, Misty did a damn good job. Coach Ben at least said his piece. And this is my opinion, okay? I think that Coach should die. Because if I was him and I had to stand there and see one more minute of this bullshit, I would want to take myself out. I'd be like, all of you suck. You're pathetic. You're dumb. And you're going to run out of ideas and start killing each other. Oh my God, wait, that is what's happening. And I would want to be taken out. My only thing is, I feel like he is going to suffer, and I don't want him to suffer. I also feel like they do have a gun. I feel like Natalie would like shoot him, or like maybe Misty would like slit his throat or something before he actually was in pain. But yeah, Shauna throwing this whole witch hunt of like, he tried to burn us, so we should burn him. Go ahead, Shauna. Light him on fire. I want to see you do it. I want to see you be the one to do it because I really don't think she would be able to. But we'll have to see what happens. We see him get a bag thrown over his head and he's screaming. So we'll have to see what happens. I feel bad for him. I really don't want him to suffer or be in pain. And when are we gonna find out who really burned down the cabin? Because I really don't think it's Ben. I really, really don't think it's Ben. I at first I did. At first I was like, I got my brother to finally watch Yellowjackets, Ray, and he texted me and Jay in a group chat and was like, okay, I'm done with season 2. Who do you think burned down the cabin? And immediately I was like, not even a thought in my mind. I assumed it was Ben. But it wasn't until I started looking into theories where people were like, maybe it wasn't. And I'm like, what do you mean maybe it wasn't? It was clearly Ben. And it's like funny how your brain works because I went back and watched the scene and I'm like, I swear, like the way they chopped it up made it look like he actually did do it, with like the matches and looking through the window and then all of a sudden the fire. But you never actually saw him light the fire and set the fire. So it's like, wow, like the power of interpretation and sway. But I think the easiest choice would be Thaisa or other Ty. But because that is the easiest choice, I almost feel like it's not. I see a lot of people saying that it was Van, that there's some creepy going on with Van that we're unaware of, like maybe like other Ty kind of stuff is like rubbing off on her or something. So maybe it was Van. I see a lot of people also saying that they think it was Jen. And I see, I don't think it was Jen because I think that based off of how Jen couldn't even look at Coach Ben, like she doesn't seem like she has the balls to do that. Who I do more and more now, though, is Melissa. The amount of push that she is throwing towards Shauna in regards to power and gaining, attention and things like that, I could totally see Melissa doing it. I could see Melissa setting it and then advocating for Shauna to be the antler queen by orchestrating this whole thing and having her attack Coach Ben. I feel like there's so many components though to where it's like, I don't know. I feel like we're going to have an episode where we're going to see like someone saw Natalie and her and Ben talking or something like that. But right now, I mean, the easiest would be Ty, and my second guess would be Melissa. But oh my God, there's so much that happened in this episode. Aside from that, I feel bad for Misty because Shauna wrongfully accused her. I did like the Jackie-Shauna conversation because Shauna is right Jackie is right to a certain extent. What have you done that has been great since you left? You're just kind of throwing around accusations, which is what seems like she's always done. Jeff will never get old for me. He is absolutely hysterical. I did feel bad for Randy a little bit. Randy was trying to do his thing, get his attention at the old folks' home. Jeff was stealing it from him. Callie is going to lose her when she finds out that Lottie is dead. She is now that I was saying earlier in the episode, Shauna's got to have a talk with Callie. I know it's going to be hard, but she's got to tell her everything that's going on and why she feels the way she does against Lottie, because if she doesn't, she's going to lose her daughter forever. This is it. If she doesn't do it now, it might even be too late at this point, but if she doesn't do it now, she's going to lose Callie forever because Callie is going to blame her for why Lottie is dead. If Lottie stayed with them, maybe this wouldn't have happened. That's what she's going to say. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Van talks Thaisa out of killing the guy who picked up the queen card, which that was what? You were really going to just go and kill this guy? Like, what was your plan? Were you going to suffocate him? Stab him? What was your plan, Ty. Jesus. But Van talks her out of it, and I thought it was really, really cute. They go and do the pretzels and go on the horse ride, but we do see Van's hand shaking, which is very interesting. It's very telling because she went from like, hey, your cancer's in remission, to like a day or two later, this, which is not like, it should not be happening if your cancer is in remission. So I have a feeling that Ty is going to go back and do it anyway. She knows where the guy lives now. I think she's going to go back and do it anyway because she can't help herself. And by the way, like, it's so funny. I see so many people saying this, and it's so true. Ty, you did marry Simone and like love her. I understand you're like super happy to see Van, and like you, like that was your first love and you are in love with her. Like I understand that, but like, do you care at all about Simone? Like, Simone got into a car accident, almost died, has your son. And yes, we saw Ty in the beginning of this season being like, Simone, let me see him. And like they were arguing about it. But that was like the only conversation we saw with that. And then immediately after, she was like, hey, Van. That's making me think that the theory of we are seeing other Ty a lot more than we think we are. Like, majority of this is other Ty makes sense to me. Because other Ty wouldn't care about Simone and Sammy. And we can see Ty does not care about Simone and Sammy. What else? I guess that's it. No more. No, we didn't get anything from Aussies. Yeah, I think I talked enough. I'm losing my voice. Overall, fantastic episode. I cannot believe we ended with Lottie dying. That is crazy. We'll have to see what happens next week. And until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.